According to the United Nations, 1.3 billion people all over the world live in poverty. We know the numbers, but do we really know what poverty means? There are many misconceptions about poverty in our world today. These misconceptions are so common because almost everything we see, hear or read about poverty comes from the media, from academics or from practitioners. We almost never hear from people who actually experience poverty in their daily lives. ATD Vierde Wereld and Oxford University have been working together to research poverty and how to understand it. People with direct experience of poverty, academics and practitioners collaborated to take a different approach to understanding poverty. Teams in Bangladesh, Bolivia, France, Tanzania, the United Kingdom and the United States worked together for 3 years to come up with a more comprehensive definition of poverty. A participatory approach was used to design the project, conduct the research and analyse the findings. So what did we learn? Poverty is much more than a lack of money. Poverty is multidimensional. Teams in all 6 countries identified 9 dimensions of poverty. People often define poverty as not having things. Poverty sometimes means that you have to accept a low-wage or unstable job and work in undignified or dangerous conditions. It can also mean that you don't have enough money to provide for your family to live with dignity. Poverty often means that you don't have the resources you need to participate fully in the economic, cultural and social life of your community. But the experience of poverty involves so much more than a lack of money. When you live in poverty, you can't control many aspects of your own life because you often depend on others, including social welfare institutions. Your life is shorter because of difficult living conditions and little or no health care. You suffer physically, psychologically, and emotionally. For people in poverty, life is a daily struggle just to get by. Many people survive by helping each other and finding creative solutions to their own problems. Poverty is something that society creates, knowingly or unknowingly, through our daily actions and the way our institutions, companies and social services operate. National and international institutions often have trouble helping people living in poverty effectively. They sometimes create policies and projects that do not reach everyone. Sometimes they humiliate people or even make their situation worse. Experiencing poverty also means that other people label you as poor and see you in a negative light. They don't treat you like a human being and just see you as a problem. People in poverty have many skills. They participate in the social and economic lives of their families and communities. Yet other people often overlook these contributions or do not value them. Poverty gets worse. When people have no choice but to live in destitute areas, damaged by pollution and particularly vulnerable to extreme weather conditions. When people experience discrimination and prejudice due to their gender, ethnic or racial background, sexual orientation or status as migrants. When some cultural beliefs and traditions create obstacles or promote discrimination. When people experience poverty for years. And when their life is impacted by many aspects of poverty at the same time. People in poverty have to struggle every day not only to live decently, but also to resist and overcome poverty. If poverty is something we make together as a society, it is something we can unmake too. ATD Vierde Wereld is a worldwide movement of people working together to change the way poverty is perceived so that we can finally put an end to it. But to do this, we must first learn from the people who struggle with poverty every day. Visit www.atd/vierdewereld.org to read the research report and share your ideas. Join the conversation now and get involved in the movement to end poverty.